Welcome to Learning U's TOEFL Preparation Course Orientation. In this series of presentations, you'll learn how to navigate through the TOEFL Preparation course menus and content. The first time you enter the course, notice how it automatically takes you to the first video in the TOEFL Orientation section folder. This is the first of several folders in the left-hand menu. The left-hand navigation menu contains the TOEFL course content. The TOEFL Orientation module will have all of the help videos that are accessible for you to review as many times as you need to. We strongly recommend that you review these videos before you start the course in order to learn how to navigate through the TOEFL preparation lecture content, take quizzes and tests, and understand the gradebook and learning objectives. Notice there are two main menus. The left-hand menu is where you will access the course content, and the top navigation menu is where you will access the gradebook, view course objectives, the calculated amount of activity you have in the course, and communication options such as emailing and viewing announcements. To access the lecture content, quizzes, and exams within each section of the course, you'll need to click the small arrow that is to the left of each content folder. Clicking this arrow will display content items and additional module folders that are housed within each of the TOEFL sections. As you can see, there is the TOEFL Orientation folder, the TOEFL Exam Overview, followed by the Reading, Listening, Speaking, and Writing sections. As mentioned before, the first section folder titled TOEFL Course Orientation contains the orientation help videos. The second section folder is the TOEFL IBT Overview. This folder contains content that will give you a general overview of the TOEFL exam and what to expect. Next, you'll see the Reading, Listening, Speaking, and Writing section folders where you will access the lectures, practice exercises, and quizzes. Notice how the section folders open to display content by clicking the arrow next to each folder. Now let's take a look at the top navigation menu. The top navigation menu has two main icons in the top left corner, and directly under you have the menu to view the course, view the gradebook, view the course objectives, your activity or time spent in the course, and a communication menu. Clicking on the home icon will take you back to the first page you saw when you logged in, where you have access to all courses you registered for. The graduation cap icon is a drop-down menu that allows you to enter a course or toggle between enrolled courses. You can also enter your course by clicking the link under My Courses. The View link takes you to the presentation or content item you were last viewing. So in other words, if you were to want to view the gradebook after you completed a lecture or quiz, so now I'm viewing the gradebook and I want to return to the course content, I just click on the View link and it will take me back to the last content item I was just viewing. Now let's take a closer look at the gradebook. In the gradebook, you can see each individual score for all of the graded TOEFL quizzes and module tests. The gradebook scores are organized in the same order as the section folders appear in the course content menu. The TOEFL IBT Overview, then Reading section, Listening section, Speaking section, then Writing section. The first column in the gradebook will display the name of the quiz or test. Then to the right of each assessment, you will find your score displayed in number of points out of 100. Now let's move on to the Objectives page. The Objectives page will display the assessment title, again in the order that it appears in the course content menu, and next to it, your mastery level according to the score you earned on each quiz or test. The learning objective is listed in the description column. Notice that there is a review link after each learning objective. When you click the review link, it will show you the lecture item that covers that material you were tested on. You can click directly on these links to take you back to the lecture presentation for you to review. Being able to view your mastery level can help you see areas that need improvement. So for example, I see that on my second quiz, I only earned 85 points out of 100. Here I might choose to click Review so I can link back to the presentation to review the lecture content. Moving on to the activity page. If you scroll down to the bottom of the activity page, it will show you how much accumulated time you have spent in the course as a whole. Here you can see in this demo, I've spent approximately 9 hours and 40 minutes. These statistics might be useful if you're taking the course with an instructor so that they can see how much time you are spending in the course. And last, the communication drop-down menu. Currently, we have not enabled the email, announcements, and virtual conference features. For now, you will not be using these links in the top navigation menu. Let's return back to the course content now. The last navigational tool you should be aware of are the arrows in the top right corner of the learning system. You will find two small arrows right below the Logout link. These arrows allow you to navigate backwards and forwards from content item to content item. So for example, when you are finished with a lecture, you can click the arrow pointing to the right, and this will advance you to the quiz that follows the lecture. Remember though, do not click on these buttons if you are in the middle of a quiz or lecture presentation. They do not advance slides or questions, but rather advance back and forth between entire content items. And finally, as mentioned earlier, you'll find the link to log out of your course. Click this link when you are finished with all activity. In the next video, we'll take a closer look at the different types of content within the section folders in the course content menu. Thank you for viewing, and please move on to the next video in the series.